A Descent into the Fevered Mind. Die My Love review. Lynn Ramsey's adaptation of Ariana Harvich's novel, Die My Love, is a visceral and often unsettling journey into the fracturing mind of a new mother, centering on Jennifer Lawrence as Grace. The film captures her chilling slide from postpartum depression into full-blown psychosis. While the film's highs are undeniably bold and intense, the narrative itself is less sturdy, and its lows can be confusing. Ramsey employs a distinctive, fevered visual style that blends a naturalistic setting, a house seemingly swallowed by trees on a quiet, isolated roads, with deeply unsettling surrealism. The visual language is meticulously crafted to mirror Grace's deteriorating mental state. We are locked entirely within her perspective, forcing the audience to experience the world as it bends to her stress and overwhelming shame. Light flares violently, shadows deepen and crowd the corners, and small, mundane sounds begin to throb and swell like constant, deafening alarms. The contrast between the oppressive, living in rural settings and the dream logic of Grace's experience is the film's central strength. It effectively puts the viewer inside a mind that can find no rest or clarity. The camera finds bodies in space. The cuts keep you inside Grace's breath, and the sound design rakes at the nerves. The craft is precise even when the storytelling frays. However, the dedication to a subjective, unreliable perspective means the narrative builds a hot mess around a hot mess, daring the viewer to accept its difficult wavelengths. Scenes flare and recede with little connective tissue, making the plot feel unbuttoned, more of a collage than a progression. The film leans into isolation and fear, submerging any justification for the couple's relationship. We glimpse fleeting, positive strands: a wedding, a move into the new house, a laugh at the kitchen table, and even a barky dog that punctures the silence to its eventual demise that briefly justifies why Grace and Jackson are together. But the deliberate imbalance of these moments flattens Grace from a character into a symptom of distress. Lakeith Stanfield, Nick Nolte, and Sissy Spacek drift through in small turns as family or fantasy, adding textures without offering much in the way of resolution. For stretches, the film becomes a rush of sensations that lands hard, then fades before it can deepen. Jennifer Lawrence delivers one of her sharpest and most uninhibited performances in years. She meets the film's extreme emotional temperature head-on, embodying Grace's internal war with a raw, fearless intensity. Her recent choices, from Causeway to No Hard Feelings, have been varied and smart, and her work here sits closest to her mother. In Spirit and Surreal Shock, she commits to the uglier beats without flinching and even lets awkward humor slip through when it can. Robert Pattinson, as her husband Jackson, matches her with a performance that withholds and wounds.